Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video, I want to talk about some new makeup releases. A lot of eyeshadow palettes are coming out. Some of these things I want to buy, some of them I don't want to buy, a few I already bought. I will tell you all about that in this video. If you are new, please subscribe. I love makeup, and now that my no-buy is over, I am excited to be purchasing some new products. So let us know if you're going to be buying any of these, and let's get into this. First up, Natasha Denona came out with the I Need a Nude eyeshadow palette. Did I need another nude eyeshadow palette? No, I didn't, but I did order this. I was really excited about it. Natasha Denona is probably in my top 2 favorite brands for eyeshadow formulas, and I'm wearing the Biba palette today. I decided to get it. It is stunning. It is stunning. I know, totally repetitive. Don't need to be buying this, but hey, I wanted to get it. I'm sure I'll love the formula. I have the Glam palette, which does seem similar, but to me, they seemed different enough to have both for sure. So let us know. Did you guys get the I Need a Nude palette? And do you want me to do like a get ready with me video with it? What do you want to see? I don't know, swatches. I feel like a lot of people have already done that. I don't know. At the time that I'm filming this video, I just ordered it like yesterday, so it probably won't show up for several more days. So let me know what you want to see with that palette. Also, Natasha Denona came out with the Mini Starlit palette. This, I admit, when I first saw it, I thought, that looks really kind of dull, and it looks a lot like the Mini Retro, I thought. So I decided not to get it. However, since then I have seen videos on it and swatches on Instagram. It looks much better in real life than it did in the promo pictures. It looks a lot more mauve and it looks quite beautiful. But for now, I have decided not to purchase this one. But again, you know, I'm thinking about it. I love Natasha Denona, like I keep saying. So this one I haven't purchased, but I still might eventually, but maybe it's something more I'd want to get on sale. Kind of random, but It Cosmetics is coming out with one of their foundation brushes. What are these called? They're called, yeah, Love is the Foundation brushes. They come out with one of these, I think, every year. How much is it? $33. And I have at least one of their foundation brushes that is so good. I'm kind of tempted to get another one. It's amazing for foundation and also for cream products in general, like for blending out cream bronzer and cream blush. These brushes are really, really good. And makeup brushes, I don't buy all the time, but they really last a long time. So I don't know, I'm like kind of considering getting this, even though I don't really need another makeup brush, but it's a good one. Okay, before I talk about more eyeshadow palettes, because there's definitely a lot on this list, there are 2 new concealers coming out. I think they might be out already. So Makeup by Mario, let me look at my notes. So this is $29, 22 shades. This says Lifts Blurs Self-Setting Concealer. I never believe when anyone says self-setting because I have lines on my under eyes. I always have to set my concealer there, which is fine. I don't mind. But, you know, I haven't tried a lot from Makeup by Mario. What do I have? I think I only have that like blurring powder thing. I don't even remember what it is, and I haven't used it in a while. I like it though. I want to try more from this brand, so maybe I should buy this. I'm curious about it for sure. I do love trying new concealers. I haven't tried many new concealers in the last year, really. So we'll see. The other one, House Labs, is coming out with the Triclone Hydrating Concealer, which I do like the idea of a hydrating concealer because, again, I have lines on my under eyes, and if it's a drying concealer, it looks horrible. This one is 31 shades. I didn't see a price. It's probably more expensive than the Makeup by Mario because it is a more expensive brand, which is why I haven't tried anything from them. I haven't tried anything from House Labs, even though I want to. I don't know. Speaking of complexion products, this is kind of interesting. There's a new MAC foundation coming out. It says it's only out in Europe, so I don't know if that means it is going to come to the US as well. I would hope so. Studio Radiance, which sounds nice. It's supposed to be like a serum foundation. Personally, I have the Studio Fix Fluid from MAC. I think it's a really good foundation. I really, really like it. Personally, I would be interested in trying this. I feel like MAC foundations, from what I've tried, are good, and they have really good shade ranges. And the price is not too high for a high-end brand. So I don't know. I'd be curious to try this. Hopefully it'll come to the US, but it sounds nice. Okay, a lot more palettes to talk about. Urban Decay Naked Metal Mania. Yeah, do they need to keep going with this whole naked thing? I don't think so. But clearly they think they do. Now, the Naked Honey, I love that palette and it's so good and it makes sense, like, because it's still like neutrals, warm neutrals, naked. This has like some really intense metallic shades with some like neutral browns. I don't know, it doesn't really make sense. I thought that Urban Decay had a palette called like the Heavy Metals palette a while ago. Is that the one that had that really bulky packaging? I'm pretty sure that it was. I feel like they should have just come out with something more like that, but with better packaging, because that was like that really weird slide around packaging. Annoying. But I don't know. I don't know that it really makes sense to call this naked when there's like a bright purple and a silver. I admit the shades look kind of pretty. This is something that if this went on sale for like $20, I might actually buy it. I like my Urban Decay palettes, but for $50, I don't know. And I don't really think the theme makes a lot of sense. You know, whatever. What are they going to do? Oh, one other non-eyeshadow palette thing to talk about that I was interested in is the Nars lip pencils. They have these matte lip pencils. I think they've reformulated them because these colors I recognize as being part of their old line. These are $30, and I have to say Nars has some really good lip products. I love their reformulated glosses that they came out with in the last like 1 to 2 years. They are really, really nice. So, I mean, maybe this is something I would get on sale, but I do think that Nars has really good lip products. Okay, more eyeshadow palettes. Patrick Ta Major Dimension 3. Now, I don't have the 1, but I do have the 2, and I really, really like it. And this one is all matte. It's $70. That's really expensive for a bunch of matte neutral shades that I already have a million times over and over again. This is one I'm considering getting, but maybe it'd be on sale. I don't know. I feel like this one, I really don't need it. But I do like the Major Dimension 2 that I have. And that one has like the row of the metallics and then the row of the mattes and then 2 cream shades. This one has the 2 cream shades and then the rest are all mattes. I'm like really into neutrals lately, so I kind of want to buy this. And I like the palette that I already have from Patrick Ta. I don't know. Maybe I would get this on sale. Not sure. Thinking about it though. Okay, this looks so not good. So all of the holiday stuff is coming out, which always happens in August, starts to come out August, September. We see like the holiday releases. This Givenchy collection. This eyeshadow palette looks like an uglier version of the Urban Decay palette. I'm like, I can't even, what are they doing? So not my thing. There's also a powder. I think was there also concealer? I don't know, lipsticks. I can't even read my own handwriting there, but this looks no good. I am not into this at all. I have never tried Givenchy makeup, I don't think. Or maybe I had like a deluxe size of a lipstick once and it was fine. But this is super unappealing. So that's good for me. Okay, the next one. Danessa Myricks is coming out with another Groundwork palette and it is supposed to be for eyes, brows, and face. So it's supposed to be, it's all neutrals, but it's different finishes. I think this sounds cool. Now, this, like, color-wise, like, I definitely would not need to get this and the Patrick Ta. I haven't tried a lot from Danessa Myricks. I definitely want to try more from the brand. I have one of the ones that's like a cream blush slash could be a lip gloss. I really, really like it. I can't remember what it's called right now, but it's a really nice product. So I don't know. I've been kind of wanting to try her eyeshadows, but none of her palettes have like really spoken to me. This is super simplistic, but it sounds versatile. And like I said, I'm super into neutrals right now. So I don't know. I'm like kind of considering getting this. I don't know. I mean, it's like browns and a black, but again, like the different textures, you could use it for also brows. That's pretty cool. Granted, you could use any eyeshadow for your brows. So I don't know. I think that at least this seems kind of something a little bit different, even though it's a bunch of neutral eyeshadows. I think it's done in a more interesting way. Okay, last up, another eyeshadow palette. the Blend Bunny Forget Me Not palette. And again, this seems to be kind of like a trend right now with these versatile palettes because this palette is marketed for your face and for eyes as well. Again, you could always use eyeshadows like for bronzer, contour, highlighter too, but it doesn't always look that good. I do feel like sometimes eyeshadows are too pigmented to look good on the face, at least from my experience when I've tried that in the past. I just felt like it didn't really look right. Um, so I did order this. I have two other Blend Bunny palettes and I love them. I have the Primal palette, which sadly they have discontinued, and I have the Dollhouse palette, which is awesome. So I was like, okay. But again, did I need these neutral shades? No, I didn't. I know. So, but I did order this. So I ordered this and the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. Let me know what you want to see with those. If you want to just see like swatches, you want to just see a YouTube short or a full-on YouTube video. I don't know. I would like to at least do something, but I'm excited for those purchases. The Mini Starlet, maybe I would get that on sale later on. I don't know. We'll see. The Patrick Ta and the Danessa Myricks palettes also. I'm interested. But I feel like I shouldn't buy them all at once because that's going to be kind of a lot. So yeah, that's kind of it for this video. Let us know, did you guys buy any of these products? Are you going to? I'm definitely curious. And yeah, I do think there's some good stuff coming out, which kind of tends to happen around like the August, September times. So I'm excited to see what else brands are coming out with. That is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day.